Welcome back, my favorite Python programmers, to a brand new video, and in this one we are doing something a little bit different than what we've done before. Now you've probably already know what that is based on the thumbnail and the title of this video, but what we're going to do is we're going to take the two most intelligent AI currently available to us, which is going to be DeepSeek and ChatGPT, and we are going to see which one is going to take my job as a Python instructor in the future. I'm just joking, nobody's gonna take my job. What we're going to do is we are going to check, based on certain criterias, which AI is best suited to help you learn Python as a beginner. Now, first of all, you might be thinking like, who's this guy that is deciding which criteria are important? Well, if you don't know, I'm the founder of a teaching institute that is called To Python Dev. I've been teaching Python for over 4 to 5 years, maybe at this point. I have instructors that specialize in teaching students Python. So I have plenty of courses. I have plenty of students that I've taught personally and through the instructors. So I do know what it takes to teach and to learn Python correctly. So I'm going to tell you the criteria that we are going to use, and I'm going to tell you the rules. So I'm going to be using DeepSeek, which is this right here, as you can see, DeepSeek, and I'm going to be using ChatGPT 4.0. Now you might be asking, why am I not using 0.1 or 0.3 mini, which is also kind of nice. I think I might use this one, but I just thought like we need something fast. 0.1 is super slow, and keep in mind that DeepSeek is free, and this one is $20, but nonetheless, we are going to be testing these. If you want me to try 0.3 in an upcoming video, please leave a comment. I will do that for sure. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using the following criterias. 1, clarity and accuracy for explanation. So this is going to be a comparison between the two AIs of which one explains the concepts better in an easier way for beginners to handle. Second of all, we're going to be looking at error handling and debugging. So this is whenever you give the AI a snippet of code that contains some errors and you want them fixed, how well do they fix them? Of course, we know that they are going to fix them correctly, I think, but when they fix them, do they indicate to the student how these were fixed? What should they focus on next? How helpful are they when figuring out these mistakes, right? So they don't just fix them. Do they provide any extra help? Third is going to be engagement with the student. Now, this is one of the most important aspects when it comes to learning Python, and I believe anything that you want in life. So I always try to do something called a challenge in each and every lesson, which means whenever you learn a concept in Python, I want you to actually apply what you just learned. I don't want you to just be a copycat, like I write the code, you write the code, you write the same exact code, I run it, you run it, it works, and then you go home. I don't like that. I don't like how that is presented. I don't like how instructors do that, and I don't like the way I've learned coding in my youth. I like the student to actually challenge themselves, and this is what we're going to check. Will the AI give us opportunity and challenges and homework as we're learning stuff, or do they just leave us to our own, just with an example, right? So an example is good, but will they give us like a bit of homework without us asking, because the student won't know, right? Will the AI help us with that? And finally, I'm going to be giving the AI a big like project for it to solve, and we'll see which one solves it better and which one does it better for beginners. So it's not going to be something crazy like a huge project, but it's going to be something that's a fairly simple prompt, but with a few caveats, and we're going to be testing it. So let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see right here, I have DeepSeek, I have ChatGPT 4.0, and I'm going to prompt it with the following. What is object-oriented programming in Python? So I'm going to give it to DeepSeek, I'm going to give it to ChatGPT, and I'm going to run on both sides, and let's see what happens. So something that I love about DeepSeek is that it tells me what it's thinking. So look at that. It tells me like, hey, okay, I need to explain object-oriented. While with ChatGPT, like we have no idea what it's trying to think about, what it's doing. Okay, so as you can see, it's thinking. ChatGPT is also thinking. Keep in mind, this is free. This is $20 that I just paid for. We could use the O1, but O1 is even slower, so I can't imagine what is gonna happen here. And by the way, I might need to refresh a few times as we're working through this. And as you can see, I also turned on deep thinking. I didn't turn on search, all right? So already DeepSeek is giving us answers and ChatGPT is just stuck on this bubble. Anyway, bad start for ChatGPT. Object-oriented program, oh, there we go. All right, clearly, oh, so it gave us the answer outright. Okay, no problem. Let's go through the explanations and see which one is better. So right here, object-oriented is a paradigm that organizes code. Okay, class, object, blueprint. And the reason why, some of you might be thinking like, why didn't I tell it for beginners? Because, obviously somebody asking object-oriented programming should be a beginner, right? Anyway, as you can see from the introduction, is a programming paradigm. Interesting. Same use of word, which really tells us something about these. Okay, I don't know what to do about that, but anyway, in Python, the organization, first things first, the organization on ChatGPT looks much better. Like there's a paragraph right here with a big title right here. It's just like all clumped up together. But anyway, key concepts. Okay, right here we didn't know that these are key concepts. Classes and objects. A class is a blueprint for creating objects. A blueprint for creating it defines attributes, data, and methods, functions. Okay, this explanation is a little bit better. Let's look at the examples. So right here we have a dog and it's a species, and right here, which is class attribute. So one thing that's very nice is that DeepSeek actually gives us comments, which is amazing, which is like exactly what a beginner would need. Right here with ChatGPT, like, what is this, right? What is this? Right here, I can look like, oh, this is the constructor, which initializes instance attributes. Like, okay, as a beginner, I have no idea what instance attributes are. Oh, and then I look here. Oh, these are instance attributes. While right here, I'm like, oh, okay, what the heck is even this? I have no idea what these are. And right here, it tells me that this is a method. What is this? I don't know. Okay. Let's scroll down. They are, other than that, they're both very similar, except right here, what I also love about DeepSeek. So off the top of my head right now, I would give it to DeepSeek just based on example, because it also gives the student an integer input, which is very nice instead of just 2 strings. All right, let's look at the encapsulation. Okay, 4 pillars. Let's look at, do they focus on the correct things? Now, of course, this is going to be very subjective, right? But I'm going to give my professional opinion here. Private attribute, like encapsulation. Right here, it's the same thing, the 4 pillars of OOP. Interesting. Bundling. So right here, encapsulation, the concept of hiding the internal details of an object and only exposing necessary function. This achieves using private and public variables. I would say like inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction. Okay, I guess they're both the same. I'm not going to delve too deep into each individual one. And we're done. Abstraction right here. We continue with Python specific OP features like init and __ str. Okay, class benefits of OOP. Right here we have one extra example. Not gonna give it anything extra, right? And this example is a bit too complicated, I think. But anyway, benefits of OOP and key takeaways. Modularity, reusability, maintainability, key takeaways, code reusability, modularity, encapsulation. They're very, very similar. So basically the same, but just on the example, I'm going to give the first point with this to DeepSeek. Yep, there we go. All right, so now let's move on to something that's more specific, and I'm going to actually prompt it with the following. So I have my prompts here prepared because I thought them through. What is this symbol? Let's also add explain for a beginner, because this is like kind of a, I guess you could say, an advanced, right? Not too advanced. Actually, you'll never use this. This is called the Walrus operator. But let's go ahead and run both of these prompts and see what happens. All right, I'm gonna probably like skip this part or fast forward. Hey, so for some reason, like this happens a lot with DeepSeek, the server is busy. I'm gonna try and refresh, and we'll see if that can help while chat is thinking. And yeah, I guess it kind of lost like on this one, just for this reason. I'm going to create a new chat and test this, even though I wanted to have like a complete chat from top to bottom. And yeah, looks like DeepSeek is down. Yeah, this is an L, to be honest with you, because this happens a lot to DeepSeek. So I am going to give a point for chat just for not crashing as much as DeepSeek, but yeah, this is not good. Hey, and we are back. All right, there we go. So I opened a new tab and tested it out like a few times, and it looks like the server is back on. So big L, I'm gonna give a point to chat just for not crashing. But let's see. Anyway, what do we have in here? So this operator, or the Walrus operator, and by the way, did you notice that it got a bit faster with chat? I don't know if this is a factor. So what does it do? The Walrus operator assigns a value to a variable as part of an expression. This means that the variable used on the same line. Okay, so this is the basic use of it. Okay, it's a fairly good explanation. Let's see right here. And I mean, these are like so similar that I kind of believe the story is going around that DeepSeek actually like copied or stole some stuff from chat, to be honest with you, because obviously chat did it first, right? So normally you assign a value to a variable in one line and use it later. So this seems a little bit, but the Walrus operator lets you do both assign and evaluate at the same time. This can make your code shorter and more readable. This means you can assign. So what does it do? DeepSeek is better. Reading, let's see the examples. Okay, so example 1, without the Walrus. Oh yeah, this is, I mean, honestly, I don't want to continue just based on giving an example without its use and without its use and with its use right here is much better than right here, because like I can look at this example and be like, oh, okay, this is how you assign a value. I know that. And if I had the Walrus, look at how much better it would be. While right here, it's just like, oh, okay, so we've assigned the value and started using it. And by the way, even the example of using an input is much better. Okay, so it did it afterwards, I can see, but even though it did it afterwards, like, yeah, it's, I mean, of course, this is subjective, but I always prefer to use the one on the left. So it did do it, and the example is much simpler. I mean, this makes a lot more sense with having a user input. And then using the value in the calculations. Okay, common loop. Okay, to be honest with you, I'm just giving it to DeepSeek at this point. I don't care. All right, next up is I'm going to be providing both AIs with a code snippet, which is going to be this code snippet, and asking them or whoever to explain this. I want to just give it to it and see what they come up with. Explain this step by step for a beginner. Let me copy this, paste it right here, and let's run this. Am I gonna give another point to chat just for, oh no, it actually worked. All right, so, okay, the user, and look, okay, the user has this Python code that uses Lambda function and they want a step-by-step explanation for beginners. For a beginner, let's start. All right, 11 seconds, it's already printing things out, and chat, still thinking, and keep in mind, like if it was 01, it would take a lot longer. So Lambda, what is Lambda? I like that the fact that it first starts explaining what Lambda is, what it does. If y is greater, okay, so it starts from the end, excellent. So the input right here, okay, very nice. Step-by-step execution, that is very good as well. For numbers, okay, and it gives us the answer in a very nice looking way. Final output, this is the result. Okay, oh, look at this. This is very nice, and this is one of the things that we were talking about. Now, both are very clear and accurate, but I probably give it more to chat. And the engagement, so this is an engagement I was looking for in DeepSeek. Let's see if ChatGPT gives us something. I mean, it's been, I mean, we can move on, right? And oh, there we go. Okay. Let's see with chat. Understanding the Lambda as a function, meaning anonymous function. I mean, do I really? Let's see. Did it tell us that it's an anonymous function? Anonymous, it is. It did. Function without a name, key takeaways. I like the lighting on this one better. Let's see. Calling the Lambda function. Okay. I mean, here they were more specific with calling. Okay, so this is step number 3, step number 4. I feel like it's a bit better right here. Understanding, oh, list comprehension. So did they speak of list comprehension? No, they did not. So on DeepSeek, it did not talk about list comprehension. And the table right here looks much better with the odd and even. It made a table for us, which DeepSeek didn't. What happens if y is 0? Final summary. This is a tough one, guys. This is a tough one to actually give because I liked how DeepSeek gave me a try it yourself if y was equal to 0. But oh wait, it did. What if y was negative or 0? You know what? Chat gets this one for sure. Chat will get this point. All right, and finally we have a project. So I'm going to actually create a prompt. Oh, before we do that, we have a code snippet right here that contains a few errors. So Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and by the way, I was not counting to whom I was giving these. So you know what? I'm gonna rewatch the video. I'm going to edit this one, rewatch it, and then come back and continue. I don't care. So I'm going to provide this, and you know what? I'm just gonna give the code, and I'm going to see what they do with the code. Okay, there we go. I honestly don't remember to whom I gave the point. All right, it's thinking already, and let's see what they come up with. As you can see, professional YouTuber here. Like, I didn't even keep count. We already have an answer. Let's see, input not converted. Excellent. I like how it gave us like individual point. Like, this is the first problem. This is the second problem. Returns a string. Error, can't multiply a string. Very nice. All right, makes it into a float. List size not converted to integer. Input enter list size. Okay, second error. The fix is like this. Will it give us the last final other issues? Indentation on the for loop. Unused variable. The fixed code that you can use at the end. Key takeaways. Excellent. I like it. Didn't give us anything to work on or any recommendations to look up, but it's nice that it gave us like a right square. Okay, and there we go. Chat did the same. Let's see. I mean, yeah, look at this. Look. Let's just compare. Like, look at this. Input, problem, fix, problem, fix. I feel like chat has this because it's better at explaining. Like it's done like input returns a string. Right here, it's like problem, right? Returns. I mean, it does, but in the comments and no, chat, for sure, chat. For sure, it's gonna be chat. Missing colon. Missing the colon on the for loop error. Yeah, probably gonna go with chat. Final fixed code, both are great. All issues fixed. I like the key takeaways here, but I feel like chat would get this as well. Okay, so I don't know what the score is. The final one is going to be a prompt that I'm going to provide it. Okay, so I found a prompt that has been circulating a lot. If you've seen it, write a Python program that shows a ball bouncing inside a spinning hexagon. The ball should be affected by gravity and friction, and it must bounce off the rotating walls realistically. So I'm going to give it to DeepSeek. I'm going to give it to Chat. And all over the internet, like DeepSeek always wins in this. But usually they're even using the advanced Chat. I'm going to use it with the simple DeepSeek and with the simple O, and then we're going to run both of these and we'll see which one does it better. Simple, nothing too complicated. Let's see which one wins. And this will be the last test. And then I'm going to edit this video, then come back to see what the scores are, because I'm just an idiot, man. Just an idiot. I don't like to count, right? Math is not my strong suit. I mean, I was good at math. I'm sorry, this is not a therapy session. Hey, welcome back. So chat finished up. Deep is still thinking. And let's see. Okay, and we are back finally. So the problem wasn't with chat or DeepSeek, it was with PyCharm. So copied it from DeepSeek, pasted it right here. So this is going to be DeepSeek, right? As you can see. Oops, I just copied it from here. And then I'm going to go ahead and copy ChatGPT into ChatGPT. Which one do you want? Comment below. Doesn't matter, this is not live. I'm going to right click and run. And let's see. Okay, very interesting bouncing ball. Let's try this again. Maybe it's just an error. Yup, same thing happened. All right, chat. I mean, it was a solid effort. Let's look at DeepSeek. And, oh wait, I'm still on chat. Right click and run. There we go. I mean, honestly, the hexagon looks better in ChatGPT, but like this is like, nah, come on. It's not super realistic. It's kind of weird, but like this is impressive. This is impressive compared to chat, which doesn't even have the ball inside of the hexagon. Let me just give it, maybe like I should give it a chance. Like maybe, you know what? Let's try 01. Hey, so I decided to actually try ChatGPT 03 mini high because I opened this and I saw high and I saw great at coding and logic, and this is like something new. So I guess let's try 03 mini high. I mean, I don't know how. Whoa, that was quick. Gotta hand it to it. That was quick. Let's try it again. Let's go back right here. Select all of this, delete, and paste it back. Right click and run. Yeah, no. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have a clear winner. I mean, honestly, DeepSeek, just for this final project, it crushed. it crushed. Now, with regards to the teaching, like honestly, they were very close. If it wasn't for the fact that DeepSeek crashes, but I mean that's easy to fix. The only issue is that sometimes what ChatGPT is actually good at is that as you are learning stuff, it remembers it, so then it gets better at teaching you these things. But I mean, look, coding wise, DeepSeek blows ChatGPT out the water. I mean, okay, chat was much faster, especially the O3 mini high was much faster. Maybe I should also try like the O1 thing, but honestly, like it's $20 versus zero. And in my opinion, I feel like I'm probably not gonna pay the next $20 for ChatGPT. Please don't sue me. This is just my opinion. If you're happy with chat, I, by the way, have used chat for a very long time. I've paid these $20 a month for like a year and a half, maybe almost 2 years. I was very happy with it, but now with DeepSeek, much faster. And by the way, this is just online. Like I could even run DeepSeek locally if I had everything. I could change a lot of settings, which would probably make DeepSeek run better. But yeah, those are my final thoughts. I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, if you want to learn Python the correct way without using AIs, with the principles intact that we teach that ensure that you learn Python with a personalized instructor that remembers exactly what you do even better than an AI, all the links will be in the description. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.